Hey, before you watch this thing, hit subscribe, would you? Okay, this is what I wanted to ask you about before I saw it was blocked, which is hiring friends versus hiring professionals and mixing personal friendship with work. Which is a lot of these blogs are kind of because I know you have to do this by hand. It's like even the whatever I watched the Fennel one, the Albuquerque one today, and it was like you're one of the editors.
Yeah, I edit most of all my stuff.
So, and then you're working with other editors, and you're probably in the same. I've watched you do shit. You guys are all in the same room. Like, it's hard to have boundaries.
Yeah. Well, all I ever wanted to do is put my homies on, give my day one friends who always supported me jobs. I never wanted to hire people who are in unions or in the field and scout all these professionals to hold cameras and go with me on the road. I promised my best friends when I was younger.
By the way, you're pro-union though, right?
I'm pro-union. I'm just saying.
You just didn't.
Firstly, I don't want to sound like I was trying to get undocumented labor. Yeah. But I'm saying I didn't want to tap into actually skilled people.
I've always said that. Like when things get too professional, I get uncomfortable.
I would ask my friend who's never held a camera before, do you know where the record button is? Can you please take this? When I was a kid, I always told all my friends, my best friend in particular, who I no longer talk to, it's sad, but I told him, I said, one day I'm going to get all of us jet skis and we're going to live in a dope house in the water, not in the water, on the water, maybe Lake Washington, all together. We're going to be rich and we're going to use the jet skis to get from place to place because all of our friends are going to live on the fucking water.
Of course, bro.
And we're not going to need to do anything. And, so I had the jets. I was a rapper when I said that, a high school rapper, but the jet ski dream is something that I carried far. And also the Conditions of All Gas No Brakes, which is like an old RV from 2002. You had to have your friends come with you because no professional in their right mind would ever put themselves in that environment.
It's just a bunch of dudes, right? It's
a bunch of
so you want those
dudes to be your homies.
Yeah.
And so, but time and time again, it's weird, bro. I learned the same lessons over and over again, but I continue to repeat the patterns. Not always, and I'm just a people pleaser, but even now, I employ half of my friends of the Channel 5 workforce, which is 10 people. Half of them are homies, half of them it's a more professional thing. But the homies that I have hired have been with me through a lot, so I trust them.
Who resents who?
Friends are more likely to resent you if they're day ones. The best kind of friends, I call them day twos. People who didn't know you on the playground, didn't know you in high school when you had braces and you guys were going to house parties.
Your second wife.
Yeah, exactly. People who met you after you already succeeded, who know you as a successful person and respect you in that regard. Because they won't resent you or feel like it should be them,
The people that you hire, would they be the day twos, the hires?
Yeah, day ones are all bad because if you guys come up together and even if they're your cameraman, at first they'll appreciate the job, but as you become more successful and then you kind of get the clout,
and you have to go do fancy shit like this.
They start to see themselves as the tragically unsung heroes of a band.
You got to be careful, bro.
Yeah,
I'm telling right now, the way you're talking, you're absolutely right.
Yeah,
but you're going to engender a lot of, because what's going to happen is one of these people's friends is going to send this clip to them.
I don't give a fuck. Fuck them.
And they're going to be like, but it's very hard to explain to somebody that you don't want to have to pull rank.
Mm-hmm.
But
I also want to say this can happen.
It happens 100% of the time,
and it's not just with famous people.
No, of course it's with fucking people who run juice places.
If you live in the slums, this could happen if you got a job managing a Golden Corral.
Absolutely.
It's not just limited to people who have had movie deals. This is when you have a group of friends and one of them achieves something. There's going to be some resentment. And I hoped that I could get around that resentment by bringing them along, but it actually made it even worse.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what the remedy is, which is just give people envelopes of cash.
Mm-hmm.
I really think that could help.
The problem is if the envelope that you give them is anything less than
exactly what they wanted,
or anything less than exactly what you get, they see every dollar of the disparity as a grand theft.
Yep.
It's the minds of people.
Well, I know, but it's whatever those money games where it's I don't want you. They put $5 and you can split it, or one gets 10 and the other gets 9. People. Yeah, it really is. it's an ongoing tragedy.
Yeah.
That just I don't see how to fight it. And then where you'll end up is a lot of times what happens is you'll hire all day twos, and then you'll go to work and be like, fucking, it's not the same feel. Yeah. It's like it'll just be like work.
Totally.
Instead of a vision quest.
I also have a friend group now that doesn't work for me.
Oh, great.
So it's like I can meet up with them on equal footing. Not that I feel like my friends who work for me are like subjugated. But
no, but it'll fuck up a friendship.
Yeah, if you're their boss.
Okay, so I wish you all the best with hiring friends versus professionals.
Yeah. I look at all the positives in life, and I'm just so grateful for where I'm at. Even though I said it's crazy, I just love that I can support my mom, and I helped my dad buy a sports bar. It was always his dream, and I'm getting my grandma an apartment. So it's those kind of things where I'm like, I'll take the frustration of fame or whatever.
What about jet skis? Where are we?
Well, we're not there yet, but that's specifically because I don't have any of my childhood friends around anymore.
You have 9 jet skis. You're just waiting for them to come back.
I don't have jet skis, but now I could afford jet skis, which is sick.
Yeah.
Problem with jet skis is like after 30 minutes on the water, you're like, this is boring.
I mean, 30.
Yeah.
Shit.
Well, it depends where you're at, because I took one in Laughlin, Nevada on the Colorado River, and they let you go forever, so you can like pull it to the side and climb off of rocks and jump off of them and stuff. But if you're just in like a circular limited waterway, it
gets boring. It's 45 seconds.
Yeah.
And you just go like, I'm going to go there. And then you go, okay, what else? Mm-hmm. Now, having said that, the most fun I've ever had maybe in my life was jet skiing in Puerto Rico. It was like the waves were like 5-6 feet, and the guys who ran the jet ski company were Puerto Rican. So it was real fucking fun. Yeah. They didn't have a lot of rules and a lot of like, you can't. It was just like.
Were you like trying to ride the barrel sideways, or were you facing the waves head on?
You know, Andrew, that's a great question. Both,
dude. Because I'm picturing you right now, like catching an ill ass.
I went up the. You would literally. I'd be laughing, and then you fucking. It was so fucking fun.
Yeah, and I'm sure you signed like a death waiver beforehand, so you could.
I don't know what. I may not have signed anything.
Or maybe that's what's Puerto so great Rican about judicial system. Just
that's what I'm saying. It's a little. They do things a little differently down there.
Yeah.
Quit it with the. What is it? Hold on. Let me look it up. This is gonna be worth it. Quit it with the avoidant attachment style. Just hit it. Don't you want me to feel good? Subscribe.